Hello friends, in this video let us take a look at this question. So it says that consider a drop of rainwater having mass 1 gram, okay, mass is 1 gram, falling from a height of 1 kilometer. It hits the ground with a speed of 50 meters per second. Okay, then taking g constant with a value of 10 meters per second square, the work done by A, the gravitational force, and B, the resistive force of air is. So in this question, okay, what they are saying is that there is a drop of rainwater. Okay, suppose this is a drop of rainwater. It is falling, okay, from the sky, and say at the height is already given to us. Height is 1 kilometer. Okay, so this is the height. Now what they are saying is that now they have also given the speed, okay, with which it is falling. So it is 50 meters per second square, 50 meters per second. And another thing that g they have given, the acceleration due to gravity is 10 meters per second square. So they have asked us to find two things. One is the gravitational force, and second is the resistive force of air that is acting on this water droplet. So what we are going to do is, let us first mark, okay, what are the forces acting on this water drop. So one is, let me just write it down. Let's remove this. Okay, so what are the forces? So one is the mg force, okay, is acting in the downward direction, and because the water droplet is falling down, right? So the because of air, a resistive force will act in the upward direction. Let's say this is Fa, force due to air. So it will be in the upward direction. Now and also if you see that the water droplet is falling in the downward direction, right? So this displacement, okay, is also in the downward direction, okay, and gravitational force, that is mg, that is also in the downward direction, and resistive force Fa is in the upward direction. So now we have marked the forces in the water droplet. So let us see how to find the gravitational force and the resistive force. So what is the gravitational force? So you have to find out work done by gravitational force. So work done by gravitational force will be force due to gravity into displacement of the water droplet. Okay, so force due to gravity is nothing but weight, okay, or mg. So this is going to be mg, and it is in the downward direction, and displacement d is 1 kilometer, and it is also in the downward direction. So mg is in the downward direction, okay, and this is also in the downward direction. So both of them are negative. So basically the work done by gravity will become positive. So let's substitute the values and let us find the answer. So it is going to be, mass is 1 gram, so that is going to be 1 gram we can write as 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 kg. Okay, acceleration due to gravity g is already given as 10 meters per second square, and height is 1 kilometer, so that is going to be 10 to the power 3 meters, right? So these are the values, okay, m, g and h. So this is m, this is your g, and this is your h. So now let's solve this. So 10 to the power minus 3 and 10 to the power 3 gets cancelled, and what we are left with is 10. So work done due to gravity, okay, gravitational force will become 10, or 10 joules. So this is the first answer, okay, work done by gravity. Now let's come to the second one. The second one is, what is the resistive, because of the resistive force of air, some work is getting done, you have to find out that. Now, if you see, the resistive force Fa is in the upward direction, okay, and the displacement d that is happening, it is in the downward direction. So work done will be positive or negative? It will be negative, okay, because whatever it is, I mean, this is a basic understanding, okay, that work is force into displacement, right? Force and displacement are in different directions, in opposite directions. So work done in this case will be negative, okay, unlike the work done in the first case. So let's write down. So first of all, work done due to gravity. So we are using what? Work energy theorem here, okay. So from work energy theorem, you can say work done due to gravitational force, and work done due to air, okay, you can say, or work done due to resistive force of air, say Wa, is equal to the change in the kinetic energy, right? So now can I write work done due to gravity? We have already calculated, this is 10 joules, okay, and work done due to resistive force of air is Wa, we have to calculate this, and change in kinetic energy is nothing but half mv square minus half m 0 square, right? Because when the water droplet, okay, is going to hit the ground, the velocity will become what? 0, right? And this velocity is 50, so final minus initial velocity, right? So half v final square minus half m initial square. So this we can write, so half m 0 square, so this becomes 0, okay? So this term will become 0. So we have half mv square, so just put it, so half into 10 to the power minus 3, and velocity is given in the question is how much? 50 meters per second square. So this will be 50 square. Okay, so this is going to give you half mv square, and this is 10 joules. Okay, 10 plus wa. Let me just clean up a little. Okay, so now let us write down quickly. Now it's almost done, right? As you can see that using this, okay, we were able to figure out what is WA. So WA is going to be half mv, this is half into 10 to the power minus 3 into 50 square, and this is 10 plus WA on the other side. So just solve this part. Okay, what are we getting? So we are getting, so 10 you can shift this side, so minus 10 plus half into, so 1 upon 1000, okay, and this is 50 square, so 2500, correct? So this and 0 gets cancelled, and then you have minus 10 plus half, this is going to be 25 upon 20. So 25 upon 20, okay, this is 25 upon 20, so this is 1.25, right? So 1.25 this will be, so minus 10 plus 1.25, so the final answer will become minus of 8.75. Okay, so let us write down the final answer. The final answer becomes minus 10 plus 1.5, or minus 8.75 joule. So this becomes your work done due to A. Alright, and work done due to gravity was 10 joules, and work done due to resistive force of air is minus 8.75 joules. So this is how we solve this question. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.